Get ready. 3 seconds to go. Start. What is the role of the judiciary? Courts take decisions on a very large number of issues. Full stop. They can decide that no teacher can beat a student, comma, or about the sharing of river waters between states, comma, or they can punish people for particular crimes. Full stop. Broadly speaking, comma, the work that the judiciary does can be divided into the following. Parachange dispute resolution. The judiciary system provides a mechanism for resolving disputes between citizens, comma, between citizens and the government, comma, between two state governments and between the center and state governments. Full stop. Parachange. Judicial review as the final interpreter of the constitution, comma, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the government if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the constitution. Full stop. This is called judicial review. Full stop. Parachange. Upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. Every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. Full stop. For example, comma, in the class 7th book, comma, you read about Hakim Sheikh, comma, an agricultural laborer who fell from a running train and injured himself and whose condition got worse because several hospitals refused to admit him. Full stop. On hearing his case, comma, the Supreme Court ruled that Article 21, which provides every citizen the fundamental right to life, also includes the right to health. Full stop. It, comma, therefore, comma, directed the West Bengal government to pay him compensation for the loss suffered as well as to come up with a blueprint for primary health care with particular reference to treatment of patients during an emergency. Full stop. Parachange. What is an independent judiciary? Imagine a situation in which a powerful politician has encroached on land belonging to your family. Full stop. Within this judicial system, comma, the politician has the power to appoint and dismiss a judge from his office. Full stop. When you take this case to court, comma, the judge is clearly partial to the politician. Full stop. Parachange. The control that the politician holds over the judge does not allow for the judge to take an independent decision. Full stop. This lack of independence would force the judge to make all judgments in favor of the politician. Full stop. Although we often hear of rich and powerful people in India trying to influence the judicial process, comma, the Indian constitution protects against this kind of situation by providing for the independence of the judiciary. Full stop. Parachange. One aspect of this independence is the separation of powers. Full stop. This, comma, as you read in chapter 1, comma, is a key feature of the constitution. Full stop. What this means here is that other branches of government, the legislature and the executive, cannot interfere in the work of judiciary. Full stop. The court are not under the government and do not act on their behalf. Full stop. Parachange. For the above separation to work well, comma, it is also crucial that all judges in the High Court as well as the Supreme Court are appointed with very little interference from these other branches of government. Full stop. Once appointed to this office, it is also very difficult to remove a judge, full stop, parachange. It is the independence of the judiciary that allows the court to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and the executive, full stop. It also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of citizens because anyone can approach the courts if they believe that their rights have been violated. Full stop, parachange. What is the structure of courts in India? There are three different levels of court in our country. Full stop. There are several courts at the lower level while there is only one at the apex level. Full stop. The courts that most people interact with are what are called subordinate or district courts. Full stop. These are usually at the district or tehsil level or in towns and they hear many kinds of cases. Full stop. Each state is divided into districts that are presided over by a district judge. Full stop. Each state has a high court which is the highest court of that state. Full stop. At the top is the Supreme Court that is located in New Delhi and is presided over by the Chief Justice of India. Full stop. The decisions made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other court in India. Full stop. Parachange. Are these different levels of courts connected to each other? Question mark. Yes, they are. Full stop. In India, we have an integrated judicial system, meaning that the decision made by higher courts are binding on the lower courts. Full stop. Another way to understand this integration is through the appellate system that exists in India. Full stop. This means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just. Full stop. Parachange. Let us understand what we mean by the appellate system by tracking a case, state Delhi administration versus Lakshman Kumar and others 1985, from the lower courts to the Supreme Court. Full stop, parachange. In February 1980, Lakshman Kumar married 20-year-old Sudha Goyal and they lived in a flat in Delhi with Lakshman's brother and their families. Full stop. On 2nd December 1980, Sudha died in hospital due to burns. Her family filed a case in court, full stop. When this case was heard in the trial court, four of her neighbors were called as witnesses, full stop. They stated that on the night of December 1st, they had heard Sudha scream and had forced their way into Lakshman's flat, full stop. There they saw Sudha standing with her sari in flames, full stop. They extinguished the fire by wrapping Sudha in a gunny bag and a blanket, full stop. Sudha told them that her mother-in-law Sakuntala had poured kerosene oil on her and that her husband Lakshman had lit the fire, full stop. During the trial, members of Sudha's family and a neighbor stated that Sudha had been subjected to torture by her in-laws and that they were demanding more cash, a scooter and a fridge on the birth of the first child, full stop. As part of their defense, Lakshman and his mother stated that Sudha's sari has accidentally caught fire while she was heating milk, full stop. On the basis of this and other evidence, the trial court convicted Lakshman, his mother Sakuntala and his brother-in-law Subhash Chandra and sentenced all three of them to death, full stop, parachange. In November 1983, the three accused went to the High Court to appeal against this verdict of the trial court. Full stop. The High Court, after hearing the argument of all the lawyers, decided that Sudha had died due to an accidental fire caused by the kerosene stove. Full stop. Lakshman, Sakuntala and Subhas Chandra was acquitted. Full stop.